of the values all of us should stand up for. This book should be read around the world, both by Muslims and by non-Muslims. It teaches us the true value of Islam. I would also remind you that Islam is the closest religion to Judaism. Judaism is the parent religion of Christianity and Islam, but Islam is the closest. Any Orthodox rabbi would tell you that, providing of course we have permission, a Jew may say his or her prayers inside a mosque. We recognize that a mosque is a house of God where the same God that we worship is worshipped, and worshipped in similar ways. There are no images. We believe together in a one invisible God who is the God of all humanity. And it is through the Muslim world that the term was first used, possibly by the Prophet himself. I stand to be corrected.
And other religions is ridiculous, and is not the teachings of Muhammad. There are no barriers to Muhammad's teachings to achieve social good. Rather, Muhammad's teachings are conducive to social good.
I don't claim that this book is totally unique, but as Dr. Lais said, this is a breakthrough in the history of biography of the Prophet ﷺ, that this kind of book was not written before him. This is simply because, number one, is 1001 quotations. And now in the world of competition, probably another author will come that I'll write a book on 5,000 quotations. However, the way Dr. Abul Lais has compiled the quotations shows his maturity and understanding of the topic. And this book is not just appreciation, this is actually evaluation of the contributions made by Prophet ﷺ in a manner that I did not feel that he was really emotive in his presentation. When Dr. Abul Lais asked my opinion about the cover, he presented 3 different options. And I actually voted for this, and many of you have seen the cover. You see, this is a new book, but the cover has been chosen in a way that looks very classical. And I said to Dr. Lais that I really liked it because may God give you long life, you will die, but this book will survive, inshallah. Which means you have taken your place in the classical libraries. And this is how actually this book has made his through in the history of Bible of the Prophet ﷺ. God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Dr. Azad, for your wise words. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to invite Dr. Abdul Bari.
Speaking along with the elders like me. First of all, thank you, Dr. Abul Lais, to bring this book. I hope many researchers and speakers will find similar quotations from this book. And some people who are lazy, they also probably will not find that much encouragement to go further. But I would request that anyone who is interested in Prophet Muhammad's life should go deeper into the life, the context that speakers have spoken. My area of discussion that has been asked from me is about the timeliness of this book. And I think Right Honorable David Blunkett MP has spoken on the timeliness, so I don't want to add anything new to that. But I think what's happening in these days, aggressive atheism and aggressive secularism is gradually overtaking us, people of faith. And also we know about the commercialization of life, individualism, and over-sexualization, and of course politicization and securitization of our life. And that's why it's important that we need to discuss the life of someone like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We have made tremendous technological progress, but we have seen inequality across people, across nations in the globe has multiplied. Few dozens of people probably own half of the wealth and power of this world, and leaders, many of them don't belong to the society, and we have seen so many corruptions in the Muslim world as well as so many things in the developed countries as well. What we need in this situation is a leadership called servant leadership. He made a beautiful, Prophet ﷺ made a beautiful quote that leaders of the community are the servants of the community. And he showed that through his example. And he was very simple, as many speakers have said. He was a simple person. He would go hungry to feed other people, and he would give shelter and stay in a cottage with simple heart. That was his lifestyle. In fact, we need in this world people like him who would not only speak big words, but he left behind. And one day we hope that the world will be a better place than it is today. There are so many conflicts, so many difficulties, so many challenges. I think this is part of our human nature. But the way he solved this problem with humility, humbleness.
Jews or Muslims is a challenge to us all. And I'll give you one illustration as I finish. I work very hard on a little country called Haiti, where there was a terrible earthquake a few years ago. I was very touched to read that Muslims in this country had raised many millions of pounds to help with the relief of the poor people of Haiti. I got a call one day from Islamic Relief. They were going to send a small delegation to Haiti as a gesture of solidarity. They wanted me to accompany Sheikh Ibrahim Mogra because they didn't want to give the impression in a land where there were so few Muslims that their real objective was to proselytize. It was as a gesture of common humanity that this collection of money had been made by Muslims in Great Britain. So Sheikh and I went. We were appeared on local television, we were covered in many news bulletins here and there. And I just felt that the picture of the two of us, someone from the Christian church and someone from the religion of the Prophet, should be seen together wanting to improve the lot of suffering humanity, was the very best and most eloquent way of saying all the things we've tried to say this
Say very briefly a few words, if anyone wants to say something. This gentleman on my left-hand side. Mr. Mahmoud.
For years, and it's not a very easy task, or it will be, the entire community to understand and what we discuss all afternoon. What David has also said, that we have been in summer. It is not because of the color of race or gender or religion. Muslim, other communities, we should work together to propagate further. Thank you very much.
Brother Nazir Ahmad, the right honorable members of Parliament, members of House of Lords, His Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. I started to greet Brother Nazir Ahmed with Right Honorable Lord Ahmed, but he has offended. It does not want me to call him Right Honorable Nazir. So that is why I addressed with brother. At the very outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless me with the help of which I have been able to write this book on his Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A book, an interfaith book, a book a breakthrough in history. I like to pay my tribute to the kind-hearted Lord Ahmed, who has already said in his very sweet and soft words a lot of weakness about me. Yes, we do accept. Thank you very much for hosting the program. I am grateful to all of you who have helped me to bring me here to this hall. I am grateful to all the speakers who have taken part in the presentation team. Particularly, I am thankful to the young people who have shown their keen interest to take part and to speak in